Hello, 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 and welcome to a very late session of Wardens. Apologies once again, things ended up being unexpectedly busy, but we are at least able to make it to the very last bit of session. We should be able to get at least a good hour in, I think. But, hello, hello, hope you're having a wonderful day so far. Check, check. Everything's looking good. Very good. All right. So, yes, we are starting very late into the session. Apologies for that. But, real quick, we're going to start off with a GM ping here to make sure that we didn't miss anything, because today was also a mission day that some of the other players were off on. We're part of the group that is staying here in town for today because they already have their cast of characters and NPCs going. Which I believe that mission has, pretty much just wrapped up or is in the process of wrapping up, I believe. We shall see. But after the end of last session, we finally got our final training session in to have our max level rune crafting now. So we can do very exciting things with that, which is part of the reason why I'm doing the ping here. So we'll see. Hopefully the GMs aren't too busy at the moment. I imagine that there's only 2 on station here because I believe 2 are on station in the map. So we'll see. Ooh. But at least we can get some session time in. Ooh. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, one other note that we're going to find out in character here, once we go out and about, is that the mission that we were trying to get together yesterday was sabotaged by some other players overnight, so that the ship we were going to steal to use it is currently disabled at the moment. So that mission essentially just can't happen, but instead we're going to be focusing our efforts on trying to get to the elk mission to help out there and hopefully find some stuff to help with the runes. We shall see. But also, goodness, seems the GMs are busy at the moment. We'll give them a little bit of time. Hopefully it won't be too long. We shall see. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be Ayla in for the session either. I believe they've been taking the day off. But there will also, of course, be a session of Neon Divide this Friday coming up. There was a holiday break last Friday, because that was right after American Thanksgiving, so we'll be back again this week for that, which is exciting. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, there's the 2 off-maps GMs coming, but I'm curious where Skara and Fox are. I'm guessing that they're busy answering a bunch of other pings at the moment. Just want to make sure before I run out there if there's anything I should be aware of, because we missed the pre-session notes, and it was also a mission day, so they might have had some enemy NPCs running around town, so I just want to make sure that we aren't running into something unexpectedly. Go. I'm tempted to try pinging again. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh.
GM present.
Hello, hello. I had
Hello.
2 questions for you. Firstly is,
Sure.
since I'm making it very late to session here, is there anything I should be aware of that's going on in session? Just double checking in case, there was any sort of town attack or something like that.
Oh, no. I mean, there are shenanigans, but no town attacks.
Perfect. And then the second thing is I would like, now that I've got my max level crafting as of last session, I'm going to be taking the set of Ayla's earrings that she has, and I would like to start the process of trying to runecraft those to have the ability for her to see in the dark.
Okay. Wrong hand. Okay. That should be doable. To start work on that. Just as a heads up, runecrafted items that grant abilities obviously have to be submitted as an ability. But in terms of an ability like that, I don't see there ever being an issue of that passing through us. So it just needs to be submitted once it's complete.
Perfect. Just making the in-character steps first. But thank you.
Yep. No worries.
That'll be all.
Roger that.
Righty. So it looks like we can start getting that done. Which, in character-wise, that's a pretty simple process of... I believe that hers are shaped like little diamond shapes, but the backs are completely smooth, which is the perfect surface to be painting some rune crafting stuff on. I'll temporarily turn this off to save on performance. But we essentially just paint right on the back there the effect that we're looking for. Righty, let's see what today's up to, I suppose. Arriving very late onto the scene. I don't know if Rupture is in session or not. Let me double check that, actually. Yeah, no, he's not online, so no kicks. But I believe that there should be a Kai out and about.
I've spent a lot of my life not very good at the whole being tough thing, so it'd be nice to kind of get something going with that. And I don't know, if holding the broom gets me closer to that, then maybe I've got to hold a broom for a day.
Okay. As long as it's your choice. That's
There's Duncan.
I'm choosing to hold the broom.
Real quick. I'm noticing my hand is doing a weird thing, so I'm going to calibrate very quickly. Do a quick stretch around the corner. There we go. I don't know why I was like straight arming. Righty, let's take a peek inside. See if any of the folks from that mission are back yet and see how it went. Although I believe, actually, in character, that everybody who left for the mission will be away for the in-character time skip that will be happening between this session and next. There's going to be a week time skip, and I believe that they're going to be on their way back during that. So everybody who did go, I believe, won't be here for the rest of the session. What was that? Oh. Well, that explains where everybody is.
The other guards might not.
Okay, yeah, but I think you speaking up really helped.
Crab said, turns right.
Ow. Oh, hello.
Sorry for anyone up.
Oh,
See.
well, okay.
I almost did that today.
Is that?
Yeah, they asked very nicely, so I guess I'm not using this bomb that I have in my hand that I'm
Oh,
totally blind about.
Oh dear.
You never know when the bomb that you have might come in handy.
Hello, Lem.
How have you been?
Just snap it
Didn't
to
see you out in the morning.
I was very late getting out today.
out of character.
Ah, I see.
Things that you throw on the ground.
Anything I missed?
Well, there's a... nothing much. There's a hole in the lumber. It's there because of Ipsum's magic ball of iron or something. There's duelists in town, and there's some... usual, normal townness.
Well, it's good to hear that nothing went wrong,
All
at
of us are
least.
still waiting for the return of,
You can decide on the name.
the others from the trip.
I think I'll call it a snap.
Hope everything goes well for them.
It's very small, and also that means I don't have to explain.
I hope so, too.
Yeah, it's off
No,
stone, you
they
know.
just become pop rocks.
It's so small, you feel that.
So it seems like a standard quiet day. Wait, did those trees always have all their leaves off? I feel like that might be a new touch. But we can take a peek in here at least.
You somehow you attract the same people as you. Half your staff are lazy. I'm surprised you found us.
Interesting. Some new folks in town there. Suppose I should stop by.
Great benefit. Attracting spirit.
I feel like you're a bit biased saying that, though, you know. I feel like a shoe salesman saying, you know, you really need my shoes.
I mean, it helps. Isn't that right, Sterling? Spirits can help.
To a degree. Am I interrupting?
No. Just getting a potion. I'm gonna head back to work. Fixing your lad.
Good.
He's been through an
Right,
ordeal.
Yeah, you know, yeah, there was a whole thing earlier. He was turning into a ghost.
He what?
Yeah, he fell through a tree and then fell into the ground, and then, like, he put his hand through me. It was a whole thing. I think he's lost his face, like, 5 times today.
He wasn't doing so good.
Right.
Do come closer, lad, and catch the boy.
At least you gave us warning this time.
See you again, Duncan.
Yeah, see you around, but...
Oh, I got you. I got you.
My head hurts.
Yes, I would certainly imagine.
Why am I in the alchemy shop? I was sitting down.
Yeah,
the
you know,
tree.
Ignis took over again, and then, you know... You'll also notice it's nighttime now, so... Yeah.
It's a really night. Oh god.
Indeed. Well, that's certainly
Well,
concerning.
actually... Well, do we... Me and Duncan head towards your house. Duncan can give you the lowdown of things we need from you.
Certainly.
Alright, lead on,
Follow us, Duncan.
Hello.
I was also stopping by to let you know that I finally had a breakthrough with my rune crafting. Some things finally clicked, and I feel like I can actually help now.
Well, we have things that actually need your new expertise.
Perfect. As long as you have the materials, I'll be happy to help.
Yes. I will say these materials are a little hot, if you know what I'm saying.
Should we be using the Inventors Guild?
No. Hot in the term of illegal.
Ah. Of course. Would you mind getting the fire for me, Kai? Thank you very much.
Sorry, Duncan, you explained. Well, I tried to find my medicine for my headache.
Anything said in
right
this
now.
room cannot be spread in order to put me in jail because it was done in a good cause, and I'll put it back when we're done, alright?
My lips are sealed.
However, alright, came into knowledge about this anti-magic golem stuff that was in a bunch of people, alright? And it was taken out to them. And then Freya had a great idea of, like, maybe that could help Kai with his excess mana issue, right? However, I heard that, and then instantly went and took all the metal, alright? So I have all of it. And now, the last couple days, we've been trying to do some tests to see if how much he can hold, and if it helps him, which it kind of does. And after talking to Ignis, because he also said some stuff, is he said, if it pulls on the fire magic, it's gonna hinder him in healing Kai, so if you can make it only pull on the wind magic or something. And essentially is we tried to turn some of the metal pieces into little pieces of jewelry, but that didn't work. For some reason they became less potent. But yeah, that's basically it. We have a bunch of metal that sucks on magic.
I'll show him the full thing, since we both can't use sight. Since we're both blind, he can look at the runes.
Oh, what, the jewelry?
Yeah. It still has the runes on them, but I have no idea what they do. You probably have to ping God.
Roger that. I assume this is the same set of pings that we've been dealing with. Same set of runes that we've been dealing with.
Yes, there's the ones on the golems, but I formed them into different shapes. One's a bracelet, and that one it's still effective, but less so. And the two medallions are fine, but they lost a small percentage of their pull. So hopefully with your runic knowledge, you can either fix it or add on to it so it doesn't do less.
The problem is its language type. There's a language barrier there, where I'm uniquely skilled with all of the modern languages, but this thing is so ancient that we don't know how to properly read it or write it. I can certainly try by augmenting it with modern runes and see if that affects it at all, but it may just end up reducing the potency.
Well, if you figure out how it does it, what it does, at least that's a plus.
True, it is worth the experimentation.
You'll be one step forward of all the stuff down in the caves.
Very true. But I do also wonder if part of the reason that those lost their potency is because of the amount of the plating around them being reduced. That maybe there's some sort of latent energy inside of it that helps cause the effect to be stronger.
True, but we did have those 3 pieces were about how big?
I believe like each piece is almost 2 to 3 inches or something like that.
Yeah, so like 2 to 3 inches, and then we just turned them into, well, 2 medallions and a bracelet.
Right. And these were just...
Medallions
Were these scraped off of the automatons, or broken off of them, or...
I think these are like shrapnel that were found in people.
Oh. So it's like bits of a magical bullet of sorts.
Yeah, sort of.
Interesting. Well, I'll start pulling out my notebook, and hopefully it doesn't take me too long to jog my memory. It does certainly have potential, but I'm afraid that we might be hitting another roadblock with the language barrier, but we'll see.
Who knows? If Ignis did say that it would help if I can pull my wind magic.
Well, that's the other issue as well, is how do we get it to siphon specifically that form of magic without knowing the language? It would be easy if we knew it. I could do it in a heartbeat, but without knowing what runes represent wind and diverting and all those smaller steps, it's much more difficult. Maybe I can try plugging in a system of modern runes into it. But go ahead.
No, I just find it funny is the moment that you join and come here to help, Ignis leaves. He's ancient, apparently, so maybe he knows.
Maybe not. We shall see. I suppose it is worth a try to see if he can read it, but I don't believe Emery can, and he might be older.
True. I don't know. It's just worth a shot.
Indeed. As long as there's safe forms of experimentation like this, why not?
Yes, just don't put
just
magic.
word of warning. Yeah, don't put like magic into it because it gets to a point where we almost burned down my house.
So it heats up the more magic is in it.
From what we can tell, yeah.
That actually explains why the automatons had flames shooting out of them. It's interesting to know that it's an after effect of it and not a causation, I suppose.
Also, if it just is in front of a person or thing that has magic, it slowly just pulls the magic away from the object or person.
Right, that does make sense.
Me and Duncan felt like we were getting pulled into quicksand just by holding these things.
That is why gloves are always a good idea. But do you know what happened after they got all of that mana in them? How did they not completely combust?
I don't
They just
know,
kept going. Like, it didn't really seem to end. It just kept getting hotter.
Yeah. Kept getting hotter and
So
hotter.
are they
and
still
hotter.
hot, or did they cool down?
No, we threw
They
them in the
cooled-
fountain.
Oh,
Yeah, they
I
cooled
see.
down.
So you
The
physically
same
brought down
thing
the temperature.
for...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it got so hot to a point sparks were flying off of it, and it would have burned down my house.
If that's the idea, then let me get a bowl of water. Just for safety's sake.
How do we do that? Have a bowl of water. Just put it in the
That would have
water.
been such a simple solution, but you know.
Well, it also depends on how hot it is, because if it's hotter than the amount of water can cool, it would just boil off all the water.
True. Yeah,
So,
it was pretty
we
hot
shall
and
see.
sparking, so...
God sure is busy tonight.
Yes, it seems... On my third eye sees one god playing a certain thing, and another god is in another area, and another god is talking to someone.
Oh dear, oh dear.
It will take a bit. But while we're waiting upon high... What happened? when after I was out, I remember the going through. My hand went through a tree.
Yeah,
was the
you
first-
started ghosting, you know? It just started being able to go through things, but it was only certain areas of his body. It was weird. And then, yeah, you passed out, Ignis woke up, and then he stopped you from being a ghost. And then, yeah.
Did he say anything about it?
He was just like, you're making me work double time. And then he got really interested about seeing, like, knowledge and the map, and then he was like, my treasure's probably still there. And then, like, you know, we saw a secret entrance in the town hall, and then we went in it, and then there was the sewer, and then there was a portal, and then we were on the other side of the town.
Oh.
Oh. Did you end up in the ice cave?
Yeah, that's it. Fucking
Right.
reason.
So does that mean that Ignis has some sort of treasure trove hidden somewhere?
Yeah, that's
Like
kind of, he
that?
was like, oh, that they worshipped me once, and then, like, you know, he was just getting really obsessed with the idea that he is the Lord of Blue Flame.
Right, that checks out.
Yeah, I think he said something. Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it was just that it's somewhere like 2 weeks away in Knockmore Canyon or something. I think that's what he said.
Very curious indeed.
Why does he want money?
I don't know. I think it's about his ego.
Yeah.
Much like a dragon's hoard, hard to say.
Oh yeah, he also talked about his friend who was a dragon. Fuck, what was his name? I can't remember. He was just like, I wonder if he's still alive.
It may be.
I saw a dragon once on my travels.
Nice. Did it happen to no Ignis?
I don't know, it was flying far in the sky. It was getting chased by a sandworm. That's the only time I had my eyes on it. I had to run and see where I was going.
That seems like a very easy thing to escape for a dragon.
I know, it looked like a dragon. I think it was a dragon. I know, I heard a large roar, and then the worm went away. And I saw something like flap in the distance, but it was those like loud flaps. Not like tiny like birds. It was pretty large. I was like, whoa.
It could have been a
I
wyvern.
thought like... maybe. It flew pretty far away, and... that's the last time I saw it. I do remember it. I don't think it was a wyvern. The wings were at its back and had like 4 appendages. Like 4 like kind of like claws and feet and wings on its back. Wyverns are more, they have wing arms.
Interesting.
I wonder if you get these runes. Hopefully they'll match stuff in the caves.
Well, do you want me to get like a fresh piece of metal that isn't all like melted? So then you
Actually,
can
sure.
compare?
Yeah, that would actually probably
We'll
help.
get the piece.
I mean, if you know the shape of them, right, and then like if you can just copy the shape and see what they do, and you know what the reaction of what they do.
Well, somewhat. The thing is that they use the same runes for seemingly every effect that they make.
True.
It's just the same 3 repeating every time. So it's hard to know if writing that down again in a different spot might not just completely implode the thing.
Yeah, I mean, what I did for my pauldron is things to akin to a focus. That's what the pattern is for. It
Well,
makes a
yes.
circle which turns it to a focus.
But again, the difference is modern text versus ancient text. Oop.
You're not wrong there.
Hello.
Did you just ping?
It was sitting there for a while, but yes. So
Wait, did you not answer? Oh, I think we got this up then. I apologize.
There was one earlier, but this one was been there for about 5 minutes, I think.
Yeah, but
Interesting. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see it, and it just said 10 minutes on my side. I'm like, wait, where did that come from? That wasn't there a second ago. I think there's a little bug. Sorry. Look, can I help you?
So, I've been brought the amulets and medallions that they made from the automaton pieces that siphon mana. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of experimentation here to try and see if I can get something to work.
One second.
Thank you.
Jessica, you said amulets, but these already smelted or not smelted? These are just the pieces.
No. Kai smelted one into a bracelet, and the other just rounded them out and made them into like a kind of like a coin or
Okay,
medallion
so-
type of thing.
So I was gonna say, so this one smelted, but the other was not smelted.
Kind of like half smelted into a circle, basically.
No, that's fine. That's all, just had to make sure of it, 'cause that does make a difference.
Yeah. So one's like fully in the shape, and the others are just like rounded. That's about it.
So, first things first, do we still feel the pull of mana into them?
So are you putting pull magic into them?
I'm saying, do you feel a latent pull just by being next to it?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so you have to be in contact with it to actually feel anything.
Mhm.
Perfect. Now, the thing that I want to experiment with is taking some modern text that's using my newly top-level rune crafting skill. I'm going to try and make a little bit of rune and attach it onto the thing, or perhaps write it next to it on the thing if there's space, so that it specifically is trying to siphon wind magic. So the thing we're trying to go for is trying to get it to specifically siphon wind magic at the moment, and see if that works.
Oh, you could put in the thing, try and specify, but it doesn't seem to have any pull. Are you trying on the full smelted one?
I'll be trying it on both, essentially, taking one of each and then seeing how it goes.
The full smelted one, you get nothing. The half smelted one, you can see a glimpse of it kind of wanting to start, and then it fades out and nothing happens.
I saw something. Would one of you be willing to be a guinea pig?
You definitely shouldn't. So yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I just want you to try putting a gentle amount of mana in that.
Okay.
So, you try to put mana into it, the smelted one, nothing happens. The half smelted one, feel something, but it's like, it's trying, but it's not able to do it. Almost as if it's almost as if it's missing instructions, like it's been altered, and so the original instructions are altered or bent, broken.
That makes sense. Are there any pieces that you didn't do any smelting to?
Right
That's
there.
the piece that I just brought, yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna try it with this one.
Sorry, checking something.
I didn't realize you had such sharp nails, by the way.
I file them.
My.
Yeah. It's to look intimidating, you know.
Okay. So, actually, backing up to the point of when you're actually writing it in, as you try to write the runes onto it, you feel as if a spark of magic happens, as if it's shorting itself out.
Interesting. Does it seem
You've
like
seen
it's...
reactions like this. So, sorry. You've seen reactions like this when runes are drawn on top of other runes and they're colliding.
Quick question. All of the runes that are on the automatons are the same as everything else, which is the same 3 runes that keep repeating, right?
Not the same 3 runes, but it's the same type of like stylings that you see.
So there is different than just those 3 that we could discern
There's
as those 3
several
words.
different runes, yes. Yep, there's several different runes in there that haven't been deciphered.
And what I'm going to try to attempt is rewrite one of the ones near the fringes that don't seem as important to be the flowing one, or the one that was like crossroads. And then I'm going to try and write a modern rune of wind magic for it to flow into and see how that affects it.
You don't exactly see the shroud you have. You don't exactly see the symbol for crossroads. You see something that's similar, and you can think that might be it.
Well, just in case,
Okay.
I'll compare
what
to
is-
my notes that do have the actual right symbol, and I'll write that one next to the other ones.
Yeah. So you're writing the crossroads one next to that one?
Yes. So I'm going to essentially like try and connect those 2 runes to the rest of the system.
So as you write it, you don't see any noticeable changes. Nothing reacts.
Now, I will warn you that this might just end up exploding, but try giving a little into that. Right into that rune now.
As you put your mana into it, you feel, well, in your hand, you feel the shard, in a sense, what's the correct word? Become more rigid, more formed. Duncan, you feel very faint wisps of mana just kind of constantly being pulled from you.
Well, it's pulling. I could feel that.
Really? And looking closely, is it going through the modern rune into the old ones?
The modern movement does not seem to be reacting.
Ah, so it's completely ignoring that factor.
It seems to just being the normal function, or the previously discovered function of what this is.
No dice. It seems like if we're going to make progress, we're going to need to experiment with the old runes, which we can do by trying to find out which one stands for wind. It will take time, I believe, but...
Could you kind of like copy what's on there onto another piece of metal?
I believe we could try it. We'll see what happens. There may be a particular way that needs to be written out, but it's worth the attempt. Are there any runes that appear to be like the ancient form of the word for wind in any of the runic languages? Because I know some of them like reminisce of some of the modern words, like how in English, you know, some things sound like French words.
Yeah, Latin essentially.
Is there anything that seems like it might seem like it stands for wind or be roughly adjacent?
Nothing that you have found yet. I had to think about that one for a second, but yeah, nothing that you have found yet seems to line up to that.
Even scouring the notebook as well? I'm trying to compare it against the whole library that we have, including all the stuff that we found down there on the pillars.
When you're looking through it, a lot of it, you've noticed, I think which language would be. You didn't find a lot of it. But there is one thing that kind of sticks out, and it's seems like it might be ancient Estinian. But it's not exactly the same.
Does it seem
you
like
see
it
certain words? Sorry, so many lines seem to line up, but then they twist and turn and have different inflections. And as much as it looks like it's Stana, and the more you look at it, suddenly it looks like it's ancient Airy. There's building blocks that kind of seem to explain air, but in a vastly different way than what you have seen in other readings.
So does it seem like for someone in the ancient text to try and convey the word of wind that it would take longer or more space to write that out?
It's more or less more complex. Having a lot more of these shards, and even though the shards, you can focus on a lot more than what you can see when these golems are moving. And it's the fact of what you see is these things connecting these runes, almost as if pathways. Not something common, or not something you've seen in runesmithing. Usually runes are next to each other. They spell out something. They spell out the instructions in order. Yet these seem to have, in a sense, connecting bridges, per se, that fill the gaps.
Does it seem like there's any common theme to those?
In styles,
like
you've seen
there's
so actually make
particular important connectors, you know, like this connector means A or this connector means B.
Nothing that you could figure out yet. It seems like you're still missing pieces to this puzzle.
Right, and that
There's
does also
something there.
One other question I have for you: did you get the question passed on from Ames that I poked her about?
Yes, I didn't Scar answer that one because I thought Scar was because what you're able to grab from the automaton's middle of combat is quite difficult because it's constantly
There was
moving
two
and
different
shifting.
times. The last time they were moving, this time they were standing still, and I was literally standing like this close, writing down for
Close to
like
it?
a good 5 minutes next to them while everyone else was fighting.
Okay. Pretty much all you can really tell from it is the fact that you see the same thing, similar stylings to what's surrounding that entire runes, as if they're, in a sense, the same language, the same piece, the same system. for what it sounds like.
Any new words?
Almost nothing new words that you could decipher. You do see the same three symbols do cross on it, at least once on the golems. You do see that.
Does it seem like they have any difference in their bridges compared to the rest?
The bridges tend to be more of a humanoid shape, while a lot of runes, so a lot of the runes that you've seen are like straight writing. You would see the fact that these have like runes connecting, like it's building out a skeletal.
Interesting. So it's like many of the main symbols are very angular and like straight like that, and then everything else flourishes it.
It's a mix. It is very odd, but it seems connected seem to be more angular, is what it definitely seems. The best way to say this is you've seen Lily's runes. So it's what it kind of reminisces of that. But it seems more complex than what you see on her.
Does hers seem like a more modern rendition of it?
You couldn't quite tell. It seems like it's similar. There's some similarities to it, but not much. You couldn't tell if it's more modern, if it's older. It's hard to tell when you don't know who started where.
True. So I think my last idea of experimentation here is I would like to try to start the long process of figuring out what each rune means by individually writing one at a time and putting some mana into it to see what happens.
I will tell you that is a long, long process.
Yes, but we gotta start somewhere to try and figure this out.
Okay.
So I'll probably start with the ones that seem the most like wind and see if channeling my light mana into them will then flow out any wind. So I'll try that with a couple pieces and probably just start with the small scrap that, or wait, the extra scrap was just more of the armor, right? Okay.
So you're putting light into it?
Yeah, well, as basic of a power source as I can, which for me is only light mana.
Yeah, no, it's fine. That does make a difference, that's why I'm asking. Okay. As you put... So, let's see. You're describing what you think is wind on it. So, as you put the mana into it, you don't see the wind rune light up. But you do see the rest of the runes take the mana and I guess activates best way. Again, the piece becomes more rigid, losing its malleability. And you feel the faint pull of mana pulled from you. But the symbol you put in does not light up any... Well, let me see. See how well you write it. You're writing... Basically, you're trying to understand and write a very complex language no one has ever seen.
I'm basically just copy and pasting what we've written down.
Yeah, no, you're copy and pasting. I get you. Actually, no, that's right. So, when it comes to copying the rune, copying the runes you've seen before and bring it in, it works. And actually, you do see the... I forgot a thing, I apologize. You do see all the runes light up. However, the rune you put in seems to be colliding with the other runes on it, and you feel the piece in your hand begin to heat up.
I'm going to immediately cut the flow and drop it into a bucket of water we have right here.
And you're just going to watch water situation.
Does it seem like it's enough water to cool it, or does it need more?
The water will cool it from what you can tell. Without the flow of mana and everything, it starts cooling down. Your water, if you put your hand in the water, if you got it from outside, which is like ice cold because of winter, it is now like a nice lukewarm bath almost situation.
Well, we at least have a good way of making a spa.
I fucking tell people to ask us.
Why? That would be a great idea.
It naturally
Kevo.
self-heats. You seep your mana out and then
I
it
have
boils
a
it.
business idea.
Purify your mana. Heat up the spa. I guess it fucking works.
Well, I think we've gotten some ideas from this. I think the next good idea is going to be to try and isolate each rune and testing them by themselves. But it's clear that we're starting to understand how this works to power the automatons at least. They draw in the mana, and then that makes the form tangible, and the commands that are written on it heat it up to produce that magical flame and cause them to do what they need to do. So at the very
Once
least...
if we figure out the how and the what, hopefully you'll help me from breaking.
Maybe. We could
'Cause
also
that
try using
flame-
modern runes with you as well.
True, but these ancient ones, they seem to work, though complicated, a bit better, because I remember seeing those golems and that flame that exits out of their heads and other areas. It's like an exhaust.
True. I hadn't thought of it like that.
Like the contraptions that my father made for Linden one time. It would take in air, all the bad air, and filter out good one. It would just exhaust all the bad stuff. That's what technically it kind of is. It's taking in the mana, and anything that is too much just turns into flame. But if we can take that and have it, for me, take away the amount that I have in my body from me breaking, and exhausting it into something else, like a light, or, I don't know, a battery for something.
It could
Can
work.
help.
If it is excess mana, we could attach depleted crystals to you.
True. It could. Takes out notebook, flips to a page, starts writing calculations, then flips to another page, slides it over to you. My father had this idea. You see what looks like a holder for crystal. It looks like it's the start of the mana lamp. But my father had an idea that it was a previous idea to the lamp rotating the crystals, but if this runic writing is able to pull in mana, and if we find the rune that exports it into a crystal, we can have crystals that are constantly charging, and we will never run out.
Very true. I mean, again, the biggest roadblock here is that if we had all of the ability to understand it all, I could easily make 1 billion different effects for you. I could have it done by the end of the day, but the problem is that we don't know what means what.
I don't think all you.
I'm not getting a word.
I can't hear either.
Sounds like
I
a
wasn't
robot.
sure if that was my end.
Yeah, I was making sure it wasn't me first.
No, but
It seems like your signal's getting a little weak at the moment.
Your
Oh, no.
Wi-Fi, it's dying, brother.
to
Oh dear.
rest of the bag.
He's passing before our eyes. Bye.
Hello?
We can hear bits of what you're saying, but every word's getting cut in half.
I help now.
Are you able to hear us
Still-
clearly?
Am I good? I can hear y'all.
Oh,
that
hold
came
on.
through clear.
okay, you back? You're back. Yeah, you're back.
Okay, it was just Discord, and I had to leave Discord.
I have the same problem. Can't be in there whilst doing this. Righty.
Yeah,
As you were saying.
Duncan can get the rest of the material in the bag and just give it to you so you can research more. Hopefully because they're different shards, maybe you'll find different runes.
That is true, but if they're all from the automaton, they're all there for... Well, I suppose that could actually be helpful, because some might be based around powering movement, some are more about force. It would be worth looking into.
Better go get the bag then. Alright.
Yeah, bring the bag here.
Alright, we'll do.
But, like... I do have a extra pauldron, just in case this one breaks like the last one. I could bring that to you, and it's in 3 different pieces, because this pauldron, so I can... has to be flexible, so it can stretch and stuff.
Right.
But I can bring it to you, and you can just use each sheet and see what each rune does.
Is your pauldron written from these?
No, my pauldron was my father helped me with this one. You see, it's modern runes, but some of them are ones you've probably have seen but haven't used because they're in a different kind of like runic language. But it seems like something from Suna.
Oh. I recognize the Sunan script. Would you be able to say what every script is written on it?
It basically, what it reads out is take in magic to turn to focus. It basically makes it into makes this pauldron into a focus.
Right.
That's just simple terms.
And is the entire thing written in Sunan, or is there any other sort of language to it?
Some are just from like Aaron, and the ones for the focus part, that's all Sunan.
Righty. Very interesting indeed. So
Yeah,
yes.
my father's a genius. Here's the bag. I shouldn't touch it.
Just needs to be noted, alright? If this comes back to me, it was stolen with good intentions.
Where was it that you stole it from?
Medical.
The medical.
Why did medical have it?
Building.
Because it was a bunch of shrapnel that was inside of people, and they pulled it out.
Oh, I see. Right, well...
makes sense.
I can certainly keep it under the radar, don't worry.
I just need it to be known, alright? It wasn't for mischievous means, alright? Because a lot of people go, oh, Duncan did something, he's probably drugging the town.
As long as you don't tell them that I'm the one that has it currently.
Well, nobody knows I have it at the moment, I don't think. It was a pretty genius fucking heist, I'll be real. Nobody suspects. I don't even think people know it's gone yet. But,
no, no one actually knows it's gone. So the moment they try to find it, well, you have it now.
Oh dear.
So,
I mean,
nobody expected me to take it.
It might be a good idea to have multiple people working on it, potentially, you know.
Oh, true. I mean, Frey did mention to have Arvis or Triel also help with this thing.
Arvis in particular might not be the best idea with his opinions on the cave.
True.
Otto
From
would be
what
a
I
good
know,
catch.
in the bag is just pieces of shrapnel, okay, like 2 to 3 inches long. I think there was 15 pieces?
Yeah.
Right.
Which is minus the 4 that's already there, and minus 2 that I totally don't have.
Do you have any reports of how the shrapnel was made? Is it a projectile that they shot?
I honestly don't know. It was just, I was in a conversation, and somebody brought up the shrapnel exists, and then I was like, damn, I gotta get my hands on that. And then I did.
Interesting.
I don't know how it got in people, I just know it was in people.
Probably have to talk to Lens or whoever was there on that day.
I was
Pulling out shrapnel
present
from
for
people.
both excursions, so perhaps I can jog my memory. But yes, they should be
True.
very helpful. It'll just take a long amount of time for me to sift through everything.
Take your time.
I'll let you know if there's
I
any
don't
way
know
I
if
can
I've-
get you both to speed up the process.
True, if we can help.
If a blind farmer could help, sure.
Well, you putting the extra mana in was helpful, which is essentially what this is going
That's
to
all you
be.
need me to do, I can do. You know?
It may actually be helpful
True,
to have
fine.
each one of you just hold up a piece, put a little in it, and then we note down what the effect is.
Alright.
We shall see.
Yeah, we can do all of this.
If only we had some sort of basis to go off of to help. It's unbelievably
True.
frustrating having to decipher an entire language from scratch.
Yeah, it's kind of like... It's literally like learning a different language all over again.
Indeed.
It's all the same, but it just... These symbols mean different things.
Yes, and they flow differently. The same effects will come out,
Yep.
but... I suppose they always say it's about the journey instead of the destination, literally in this case.
Yeah, what journey it will be. Hopefully it all works out.
We shall see.
Oh.
Oh.
You alright?
His torso, his upper body see-through. Fuck.
Oh, he's gone ghost again.
So this has been happening all day.
Kinda, yeah, he fell through a tree at one point.
Hmm.
He also stuck his hand in my chest, which was weird.
Let me know the
I was
next
trying to
time
punch you.
Ignis is around.
I was gonna work on potions, but now...
Well, is it solely based on mana amount? You could try sapping some out.
I don't know. Head just goes through it.
Interesting.
Can't really...
Also, he's had a lot go on today. I don't think him doing anything with magic right now is a good call.
Yes.
No. This is very inconvenient.
To say the least.
Like I can't even like for my I can just...
Is it affecting your clothes as well?
Yeah, you also see his clothes like also transparent. I don't know.
Very curious indeed. Find me tomorrow.
I wonder.
Let's see if we can dig into it.
Takes off his glove, throws it. His glove falls on the ground normal. Huh.
Interesting.
So if I'm
But now-
wearing something and it's incorporeal
Try and pick
while
up
I'm
the
wearing
glove.
it. Hand goes through the floor. Nope.
Wait, so
Nope.
if you were holding hands with someone when that happened, would they also turn ghosts?
That's a good question.
I don't fucking know.
You know, this makes me think that part of the accident might have written certain runes into you, essentially, And this is one of the ones that hasn't been activated being activated.
I don't...
Kai?
Why am I going down? Oh, great.
Are you able to control it at all?
No. My legs are in the foil. Okay, I'm just gonna balance. Ah, there you go.
Oh,
One-handed. I've done this. You know what? I'm just gonna just grabs the ceiling. There you go.
Have you tested if your magical ability to fly works while you're like this?
I mean, my mana should be alright. Fuck it. Okay, that's fine.
Right, at least
I
then
guess
you
that's
won't
a
get cut in
solution.
half in the floor.
No, the last time I went in the ground, I popped back up.
That's good at least.
Right, well, I'm off to bed. If anybody needs me to pump magic into a rock, let me know.
Certainly.
Yeah. Good night, you lot. Have fun.
Take care.
Good night. Okay, my legs are back. Fucking... It's been a day.
Indeed.
Speaking of which, you know that I kind of like tell when you're like using magic because of my senses, because I've been close to you for a while. Duncan's blind. You could have just like have your face off a bit.
Well,
I just kept the accent.
yes. Well, just in case, you know. I don't know how much you've taught him yet.
I haven't taught him how to see yet, but I just found that funny. I was just sitting here while you're looking at the ruins. I'm like, why hasn't he put off the thing, you know? Use some extra muscle.
It's just in case.
Alright.
Oh, yes.
Surprisingly, me talking like this, no one really questions it.
Really?
So I can just... No one asked. I'm talking like this for a few hours. No one really asked why I sound like this.
I suppose most people here have seen
I mean-
Stranger.
I mean, it's like a big change. Like, I used to speak like this, and then now I'm like this. Like, it's a large change. I don't know.
I imagine it's very nice on your throat.
Oh, it's great. I don't have to sound like my uncle and be all gravelly.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Yes, do you want me to grab my extra pauldron so I can have like a thing that can conduct magic so you can test the runes out?
I feel like, you know, I'm already pretty set, you know.
True, but I want you to like write it on your body.
Well, yeah. The idea is taking some random scrap of whatever and then writing the symbol on that to have the effect.
True. I was just thinking that if you want proper efficiency, you want something that is very mana conductive, and what I have is
True.
mana conductive.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt.
I can grab that for you.
Sure, I'll come with you. I think
I
I'll
had a
do...
day.
I can imagine. Disappearing and falling through things.
Corporeal for now, I guess. What's happening to me? Am I just gonna cease out of existence? Is that how I die?
I would certainly hope not.
Neither shall would I. That's even more frightening than slowly breaking apart. Just like gone.
It depends on if the effect is being caused specifically by the same thing as that runes do, of the same to make you incorporeal, or if it's your mana becoming less tangible, which is far more concerning.
That is far more concerning. I don't know.
If the latter is true, then your theories about disappearing into nothingness may be more grounded.
True. I've been jotting down every time stuff like this happens to me in a different journal. And so far, from what I've wrote down, from my experiences from when I was 11, when I started fixing myself and all this, and that's probably the day Ignis was called. Because when I was 10, I was mostly in bed. Destroying my sheets. Destroying my bedroom because of my magic. And then one day I passed out, and then the next day, before my 11th birthday, I was fine. I guess that's when my dad did the contract.
That would make sense. It's curious to know that there was a time in between.
I don't know how contracts work. Probably took time, or I don't know.
Or desperation.
My dad probably. True, could have just happened in a fortnight. Contract and that's it. But no, my dad's not that stupid. He would have done his research.
True. One other thing is alongside the other breakthroughs I've been able to figure out is I think I'm starting to get your schematics a bit more. We can dig into that more tomorrow, but you really did have some genius ways of thinking of stuff.
What you mean?
You remember the book that you trusted me with?
Oh, yeah. On the inventions and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, well, of course. I am my father's son. Genius.
Indeed
Not as
you
smart
are.
as he, but... Did you see the portion about the what we call the plasma cannon? It was just fun. It was a weapon, but
It's certainly
the
a
runes
pipe
would
dream.
work.
Yes, the runes
you read
would
them.
work. The problem is the power source.
Yeah, it would need like this crystal the size of a mountain to shoot, but
You basically need a gate as a power source.
it was my idea when I was like 12. I was very into weaponry back then. My father made, you probably saw it, the sword that glowed. There's a sort of like not a plasma sword, but a sword that would use fire, but superheated fire, and you would just cut things with it. It was very fun, but took that idea and turned it into a gun. I thought it would be cool.
Maybe that's a type of power that nobody should have.
No, that's why I kept it in my logs, and no one else has my own journals. You saw my journals. If anyone took them, they probably would take some of the ideas and use it for war.
But, nonetheless, I think a good idea is tomorrow to look into the exact runes that you used for the invention and the explosion.
True. I mean, you know more than I. That was my dad's purview. I wasn't really a runesmith. I just know the basics.
That's my point. We might be able to now finally figure something out that we didn't know before.
Sure.
Especially if some of the runes that you did use are the exact same as some of the effects that have been happening to you, then that's a pretty good indicator.
True. I don't know if there's a. I mean, most of the shrapnel in me, from what I sensed, were mana crystals, but I don't know if there's more in my body.
I mean, you're not wrong there. Like,
What if, when it exploded, a hodgepodge of runes went into me, and
That's
the
exactly
mana
what
is
I'm
just
thinking.
making an unfortunate effect?
That would make sense. All of the extra power sources hitting all those runes in just the wrong ways to have them activate. It means that if we could start some sort of surgery to let me get in there and operate on them, I could fix the runes to make the right effects. But that's all a theory.
True.
We'll find out tomorrow, I suppose. But at least we finally have something to work on.
True. You're not wrong there.
Just don't lose hope.
No, I still have to find my family.
Darn right.
Alright, I'll get you that pauldron. I'll let you fix yourself up.
Indeed. I'll collect it from you, and I think I'll take one last stroll around before I turn in for the night.
Alright.
After you. Still
I
pouring
need
rain.
to make an... Oh, it's been raining for hours on hours. I need to prepare more potions for people coming back.
That's a good idea.
For me to be happy, I'll make that choice.
Why am I sliding? Stop sliding.
I'll just wait right here.
Oh wait, no, it's not there. It is upstairs. Oh, there you go.
It's very exciting to finally have the max level. I can actually do things now. The power. And at least now we can actually start making some breakthroughs with the ancient language.
Alright. Here's the cauldron. You just have to unhook it, and then it'll just be separated in pieces.
Perfect. I really appreciate this, Kai.
Yeah, I have a lot, just in case I need to replace this.
And I can also make you a replacement if you need it.
True. I mean, I remember the runes, so I copy these so many times, so I could just do it myself.
True. There is also always room
But
for iteration.
I mean, he goes into his book, goes through a page, stops at one, then takes out another, floats the other book, writes, rips a page. These are the runes. If you think you can improve on them or make them better than what my father did, or add some things that will make the focus better, go for it.
Certainly. Is that the effect that you would desire most from it? More focused effect?
Yeah, probably to help my magic be a little bit more stronger.
Certainly. I can
That'd be great.
get to work on that starting tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, these are just like a loose focus. It really just directs the mana. Helps me direct it where I want. It just gathers here, and then I push it with my power to different parts of my body.
How does your mana work when you don't have the channel?
Oh, takes it off. Just puts it into the side. And you see his hand slowly burst into flame, but his hand gets covered in fire first, and then it goes on fire. It's a bit slower. Does that?
Interesting.
I can do magic without a focus. I can do this. Hi. But with it, it's faster.
Indeed.
I need stuff from you, okay?
Sure. Love you too.
I think anxiety. I don't know what this is. Being unsure of existing, of just being unsure of. I'm leaving. It's fine. I'm gonna stay.
Grab your shoulders. Come here. We're going
A
upstairs.
simple, a simple nerve calmer if you want to try something. Otherwise, just talking things out.
Yeah.
I have two things.
Okay.
Come on.
Do you need any
I'll leave you
assistance,
to it.
or do you have it handled, Mr. Kai?
I got it.
Of course. If you do require anything, let me know.
Sure.
Do take care.
Have a good one, Steven.
I'll close the front door for you.
I think we're finally getting into the time of the night where everyone is settled down for the evening. Is that Thomas? Good evening.
Evening. I'm gathering people for the assault on the Corsair ships.
Ah, I see.
Whoever wants to come can come. It's a volunteer basis entirely.
I'm
If
getting
you
my
don't,
armor. I'm coming.
all right.
Well, I do wish you the best of luck. I'll leave you to it.
Yep, I'm gonna kill a bunch of them sick fucks.
That's the spirit.
Mr. Sterling, are you to be up later on tonight? I wish to see them off.
Just
but
make sure you keep
will you
yourself
still be awake,
afloat,
or will you be
so you can
staying
come
here?
back.
I
a
was
little bit
thinking
longer?
very shortly of retiring for the evening, but if you wish to speak...
pretty good at that so far.
I can keep it brief. It is
made it
important as
here.
it involves you and your...
In that case, then, would you
Out
like
of
to head
sheer
back to the
dumb luck,
house,
but we
or
made
will
it.
he do?
Here will do. We'll just step over here briefly.
No, if you've done it once, you can do it again.
If you wish to inform her this news, I'd be appreciative. I will lower my voice, though. I've received a letter from the Church of Nightfall. They have informed me that they have detained a suspect, an individual believed to be a part of the Void Heralds. They are currently in the questioning process. They have been unable to provide much specific details regarding the individual, but this is someone they've had their eyes on for quite some time. As soon as more information is revealed and brought to light, then I will be providing it to as many people as I can, including the dark magic users. I've informed that they also may be at risk for a separate reason.
Do you know where this individual was taken captive?
Very far north. I am not 100% certain where the church is operating out of at the moment, but it's across the country, to the north. I had been considering making a trip to Loch Taylor.
Mrs. Sterling, I left a note with Miss Tell for Miss Ayla, asking her to help with some things for me.
Oh, I see.
Would you allow me to see you off, Miss Amelia?
Sure. Could you
Last time I saw him, he was closing up the tavern.
apologize to Ibsen for me? Tell him I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Thank you. Okay, goodbye.
Stay safe.
Alright. Final call. We're leaving now. If there's anyone else, hurry up.
For medical training, probably just the clinic. That way I think we have some training stuff down in the clinic that we can use, and the books are down there, so.
Can meet you in the evenings there then, yes? Okay.
That'll work, yes. Do you have any first aid knowledge or want to learn?
No, and of something else this one is currently studying.
Fair enough. At least the first time we'll figure out what you've already learned, and then after that I can start teaching you a bit more. How's that sound? Alrighty. I will see you tomorrow night then. I guess both of you.
Okay.
I'll be sure to bring some snacks.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
I'm gonna go check on the crafters if they happen to be around. You have a good night.
Pardon me, Tell. I was told by Amelia that you were left a note for Ayla. Would you like me to pass that along to her? Thank you very much. Well, seems like most folks have quieted down and retired for the evening. But even though we started session very late, at least we could actually get some good info in. And started the process of working on those runes. I imagine that's going to be very useful. Righty. So I believe with that, that's a pretty good point to wrap up the evening here. RP passing note to Ayla here. I'll have to send them a message. But I think that checks off all the things that we needed to do immediately. But that leaves a lot to be done tomorrow. Going to have a bunch of rune crafting stuff to do, which is going to be very fun. Some info to catch up on with Ayla. Very, very curious. Righty, so with that, thank you very, very much for watching. Apologies once again that it was a much shorter session. Ended up being a lot busier unexpectedly than I thought I was. But for the rest of the week, I'll be back again on Friday with the next episode of Neon Divide, which should be very fun and exciting. Looking forward to that. Got a lot of things to follow up with there, too. And, of course, I'll be back again next Monday as well with the next session of Wardens, which that time I'm actually hoping that I can make it to session at start time. Apologies for the terrible track record for the last few sessions. But with that, once again, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye. Take care. Thanks for watching.